Welcome back to the Pegasus Expedition. Okay, that fleet there is basically crippled. They cannot reach here. Well, they can come here. You returned here to repair, didn't you? Oh no, these guys were repairing, weren't they? Wasn't there a repair station somewhere? Or am I going insane? Okay, let's go there. Fuck. Back to doing deals. We're at war with them. Give you some science. This happiness thing is a pain as well. Oh, fuck. You're a broke boy, just say so. That's not the best deal there. Ah, come on, mate. I just need some primes, eh? Damn. These guys have a thing for monkeys. Holy. That's what I want to see. I've done you, done you. Let's get you. Resources, 50. I know I'm trying to tech up, but I really need to repair all these fleets. Okay. One is, well, you're part of the same faction, I believe, yes. Aren't you? PPG and PPG? Yep. So you should be fighting the biomass right now, right? Okay. You don't like me right now? Coming through here is pretty much impossible. I don't really have any choice but to block this entrance up. Yeah, this sucks having to go around here. Okay, righto. So I should be able to repair these guys, right? Non-aggression packs, unless he can punch through. Which I doubt he can get there in... How many turns is this going to take? 2 turns. Unless these guys betray me. Betrayal! Betrayed me! Yeah. Let's stagger it just to be sure. That'll make it 3 turns. maybe? Oh, fuck it, I gotta take some risks. Hopefully I don't get Pearl Harbored right there. How do I actually get to you? Somewhere over here? Okay. I'll be so shitty if I get Pearl Harbored. Oh man. Let me select you, come on. Oh my god. Upgrade. So you're the enemy still? Hmm. Okay, so it's because I'm not leaving from a supply hub. Who are you? Waka clan. Waka Waka. Those guys. Okay, righto. Rare materials. Have I fleeced you yet? Here's 50 sciences. How much rare metals do you have? Did I trade with you? I believe I started on the other side of the galaxy. Okay, so that's 1400 there. How much can I get out of you overall? Nice. Okay, got something to work with now. So I'm gonna need lots of energy. Well, and a shit ton of minerals. Is there a place that just does energy only? That isn't right on the front line. There we go, here's one. Okay, that'll have to do. That'll pump our energy way up. So, as long as I back out, it shouldn't spawn, right? Right? Start derelict. Like, as long as I don't go crazy. Exploded and open, 8 of them. Yeah, why not? Three. You were waiting to come down here. And my maximum happiness is pulled down by the officer core. Okay, okay. We're gonna have to move on. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. Do you want to end war for 9 rare metals? I don't think so, mate. Jewel on Bayer. Director, you wanted to discuss something. Yes. Our scientists believe that this biomass infestation in the Pegasus Galaxy has something to do with you. Do you happen to have any information about the biomass that we might not have? Let's be direct. They do. Dr. Lorenz believes that the biomass has been engineered to be what it is now. And who else would be capable of that except you? It is not from this galaxy. It could have been created by anything. It was first found on a derelict Ancorum ship, likely coming here from where you came. Pieces are starting to fit together, Admiral. If this is what made your high and mighty empire collapse, then we could use all the information you have. Or do you want to run from here too? Very well, perhaps we should give you an explanation. That which you call the biomass was originally an Ancorum system. It was a component to be fitted in an Ancorum body. Based loosely on Ancorum stem cells, we managed to incorporate the ability to adapt to almost any biological tissue and to mend it, repair it, fix it. And you didn't think there could be any risks. That would be very useful if it worked correctly. It was just phenomenal at the time. It seemed able to repair any damaged biological component in a body, basically extending our relative immortality to withstand great physical injury. It was designated the independent regenerative system and fitted to many individuals. But in time, it started to forget what we coded into it, what we had coded it to do. It wouldn't just repair damaged tissue, it would take over healthy tissue, eventually even the brain. That is when it became a pandemic. Yeah, that's fucking terrifying. You've seen how it behaves. We weren't ready. Since over 2/3 of our population suddenly got infected, and quickly infected most of the rest. Fucking hell. Your independent regenerative system got a little too independent and regenerative. Let's say that's pretty tragic. Beyond any words, we're at the highest point any life form has achieved, and now it is more of a hindrance than an advantage. With primitives like you and everything else here, mate, apes together strong. Primitive is subjective, you know. Certainly, especially for you. Okay. The main problem is that we don't reproduce in the traditional sense. What a shame. We clone and engineer new individuals and have always achieved perfection that way. But that is slow and requires extensive facilities and resources, not something a refugee government has easily available. You know, that's funny, mate, because whenever we think about cloning, we think about like clone armies and bioengineering a massive number of people as long as you're feeding biomass in, rather than the opposite way. But I guess maybe building the shell around them is very difficult. Right now, however, it looks like we need imperfect numbers instead of a select few perfect individuals. So it is now established that the biomass is your creation. It's us fighting it right now and in the future. So is there anything you could do to help? We don't have much military power to offer. We can give you all the information about the IRS, bastards, the biomass, that we have, but I don't think it will change much. You have now experienced only a spark of the fire that burned our civilization, Director. You've seen nothing, and I do hope this galaxy never gets to see any of it. I hope so too. Okay, shit. Well, we've got a nice empire here. Same with our allies. Let's get the bad news first. Extraction. Sir, our derelict team has entered a large complex, cramped halls and corridors, with tubes and wiring covering the walls for several kilometers. Before a connected docking bay that can be used for extraction, the corridors all seem to connect to a large computational device located near the team's current position. The sensors indicate a large amount of spatial fragmentation, which is associated with malfunctioning gateway technology, according to our scientists. A whole warp bay inside the derelict. According to our experts, this gateway technology is nothing like ours, but this phenomenon itself is strictly tied to a failed gateway jump attempt. The team is requesting permission to set up a camp and conduct research. Let's get out of here. We already know what's going on. Derelict team extraction was successful, sir. The team has reported that some of their scouting drones were damaged and one soldier has been injured by the severe spatial fragmentation in the derelict's warp bay. Fucking hell, so it's still going off. Experiment chamber. Oh shit. Sir, our derelict team has entered a distinctive complex of chambers, each filled with pods. It's hard to see what is inside based on the scouting drone footage, but our scientists tell us that these chambers have most likely been used for scientific experimentation. No hostiles detected so far. The team is requesting permission to set up camp and conduct proper research. Permission denied. We don't want to take unnecessary risks with completely unknown biotechnology potential experiments. So the team has reported that they got closer to the pods. Whatever was inside started squirming and more. They took emergency precautions and tried to avoid proximity. One of the pods exploded. God damn. Even in Carolina? Planetary invasion force has really proven invaluable here. Wouldn't have expected any less. Though here they are regularly doing the one thing they never got to really do back home: planetary invasion. It's what we all trained for, after all. Something most of us dreamed of, at least until the first time of actually doing it, I'm sure. Those guys in UPIF know what they are doing, Director. The best ones you'll ever find. You seem really quite passionate about it. I guess I'm working in the civilian administration now, but I'll be an UPIF soldier for the rest of my life. But I don't know. I'm not sure if I would want to lead frontline troops ever again. No time or the information to make informed decisions. Your men dying in any case, and you just try to keep it to a minimum. Always wondering if you could have spared a few more. It's not the safest job, assaulting a hostile planet. The responsibility of a commander, I'm familiar with that. Director, speaking of responsibility, what would you have done in Nova Burano with the UPIF? Sacrifice the South for the main colony, or fought right there unprepared? Hard to say. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I would have retreated and fought after having prepared properly. You should fight only when it's worth it. Yeah, but if you're trying to save people, I think I would have dug in and fought in the South no matter the consequences. Oh man, look, there's really no... There's no right answer without knowing what the overall objective was. Like in WW2, if you stayed where you were as the front lines moved, you just got cut off and you were captured. And that doesn't help the war effort at all. But then there are other cases where groups of soldiers on either side had dug in, stubbornly defended until the last man, or until they were forcefully captured, the survivors, and they bought the backup enough time to actually come in and take over. Ah, shit. Fuck, I don't know. Let's go with the top one. Besides, if the UPIF had stayed and got destroyed in the south, there would be even more blame from failing to protect the evacuation of the main colony. You need to be prepared to make sacrifices for the greater good. Ignoring that is plain naivety. You think so? I need to think about this. Anyway, thank you for your opinion. Anytime, Carolina. I wouldn't have said that last bit because I wasn't there, I don't know. Okay, still have plenty of energy. Our happiness is fucked. Unfortunately. Exactly sure how I go about unfucking it. Okay, well here is one of the problem locations. So I need to get rid of... Oh, I didn't have the resources before, I'm pretty certain. Oh fuck, this is gonna fuck me up, isn't it? I need a... Occupy, destroy, and destroy. I get rid of you. Now I bring you in. Abundant minerals. Fuck. Oh, what did I do? What did I build you for? Strip mine. Rare earth. Okay, so the happiness is about the same, really. Okay, when I can bump this back up, get rid of these. Although, yeah, mining's not going to help with happiness. So I need to swap. Okay, let's look at the fleets. You're ready to go. Don't think there's any fleet here that can attack. Let's push in. What? We don't need surgical strikes or anything. Just focus on one side. Attack. Send him to hell. Now, I do need to keep punching in here. Hopefully I don't take too much damage here. And if they can keep reinforcing into here, that'll be great. Yeah, perfect. Yep, take everything. They'll be done soon. Was there a repair facility here? No. Natural beauty. So are you generating any unhappiness here? I'll have to do some tests later. I'll have to look at the happiness. Like, I know the civilian ones are definitely going to make them happy. Like, this one here, that's +6. We're at 50% now. So it's 7 happiness, -7 to replace one of these. What is the next zone? 33%? Below 33. Barren, rare earth rich. Okay, so if I replace you, it's not changing the maximum though, is it? Long-term happiness 55%. What is the long-term solution to this? I guess it's like a pleasure colony. Because I can always attach mining to this. We're going to call this episode here. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.